Okay, be cool, everyone.
We're live.
Welcome, everyone, to the Brian McCarthy Interview Show. Proud Boys, we speak your name, wrongly accused and falsely imprisoned. Thank you for joining us. Today, of course, we have Adam, stage right, and then we have Hollywood Howard, stage left.
That's right.
And we are here today. I know that these shows are evergreen, but it's All Hallows Eve. And all of the spirits and ghosts. And did you, Howard, you grew up in the Bronx in the 50s.
That is correct.
Did they have, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but did they have Halloween in the 50s?
No, because Jews don't believe in any of this crap.
Okay.
Really?
Well, number one, you don't have to call it crap. Okay, this is a Christian country. Okay,
I know.
So
that's why I said it to be
watch
provocative.
your shit, Hebe. Really, I know Jews that.
No, there are certain
Yeah,
Jews in
yeah,
quotes.
right, yeah.
No,
Jews
no,
that-
we had.
Halloween.
Of course, we had Halloween.
Christmas
We had
Jews, as they call them.
Hollywood. We had Hollywood.
So what was a costume in the 50s? Would you dress something?
Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, if you had
Okay.
a cross-dressing kid, but you didn't find as many of those then as you do now.
yeah, not left and right. Yeah.
No,
Hey,
no.
Yeah, right. And
Superman was big.
Superman was big, right?
The comic book heroes.
Yeah, perhaps Johnny Weissmuller as Tarzan. Would you see the little Tarzans running around?
Not a lot.
Okay. Now, would you get Did you trick or treat yourself? Ever? As
I
a
think
kid?
we did, sure.
Well, what was your costume? Well, you're not under
I
sound
just
like you're,
told you.
you're like it's a fucking.
It's always
just
kind of
told-
hard to get
I
information
just
out of
told you
Howard.
what the costume.
Especially
But I'm
at
saying,
the beginning.
What was your costume? What did you
I
dress
don't
in?
remember. We'll have to look at something like Superman or one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Was it store bought or would your mom make it for you?
Homemade. Oh, that'd be adorable.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Homemade Spider-Man?
You're testing
Right.
out probably store-bought, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Spider-Steen.
When I was a kid, I had to. I wanted to be. I
did you
loved
do?
many different things, but one of them was I wanted to be the werewolf, and so we had spirit gum, and we put it all over my face, and you cut this fake hair, and you put it on your face. Well, my mom bought spirit gum, but she didn't buy spirit gum remover. So afterwards, I had all this fucking hair stuck to my face. I look like a Greek girl.
Like double mitt.
Yeah,
Gum
right.
was
you mean it
over-
was on until Thanksgiving or
It was,
something?
right, yeah, it majorly,
Get it off?
yeah, the rigors of puberty melted it off. Finally, 4 years later. No, I mean it really.
wonder.
We were using alcohol. I remember we were up all night, like trying to get this fucking hair off and it irritated my skin and everything. And then of course next year I was a Wolfman again. I liked it. I liked.
Yeah.
I loved.
That fits.
I loved Halloween as a boy.
Yeah, I
but-
could see that.
Yeah, no, we go around and the thing that did you have Mischief Night in the Bronx?
Every night was mischief. night
I
in the Bronx.
walked into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
if you look at the
No,
statistics.
as opposed to Halloween,
Well,
as opposed to April 1st, or
Adam,
what?
did you have this in Minnesota?
we maybe did. I didn't participate.
But you're familiar with the
I'm
concept?
totally, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. And
So-
people that I know from cities, guys from
Well,
Philly
we were
and
always
stuff.
doing mischief.
No. Mischief
What's
Night
Mischief Night?
was the night before Halloween. Perhaps All Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
the eve of All Hallows Eve.
Sure.
Right, and that is where you would soap car windows,
Oh, yeah. We heard about this.
egg houses.
No, I heard about this. The teenagers would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't do that in the 50s, but
God.
the kids who were teenagers and there was mischief night stuff going on.
Right,
Yeah,
maybe.
there was, with the eggs and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
soaping and the
Egg on a
Sure.
house. If that egg sticks on your fucking house, that's a real
Yeah.
problem. Like
That's the idea.
Oh, 100%.
But I mean, like,
that's what's supposed
it's
to-
not even like a funny thing. It's like you're gonna have to power wash or you really scrape
Sure.
it off or
I
something.
got.
Well, that's the idea.
They would toilet paper. I got rolled. They would.
Oh,
call it.
rolls of toilet
Yeah.
paper. Yeah.
Not for it. That was for like some kind of high school homecoming or something.
Yeah, toilet paper is fairly innocuous. You know what I mean? But like,
Sometimes useful even.
yeah, right. Take it
Sure.
off the tree and
Yeah,
just
if you're gonna
wipe
go,
your ass with
especially
it.
if you go outside in the yard.
Right.
Once in a while.
Your mother's like, Howard, go get the toilet paper out of the
Yeah.
tree. We'll roll it back up. No one's gonna know. We'll
Yeah.
put it in the guest powder room.
Save you a trip.
Yeah. So yeah, but I, mean,
I do have a confession though.
Go ahead, please.
May I?
Please.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
get this off of my chest.
Go.
One time when Cleo and I were walking up in the country when we had our estate up there. and
Sure.
stuff,
Sure.
in the old days. I really had to go. You know, there was no.
Yeah.
It was beyond civilization, and I just went into the woods.
Nature called.
and I did it the way you did it for 500,000 years.
So you took a shit in the woods.
Took a shit in the woods and replenished the woods and stuff.
How
and
did
that
you?
Was it. No paper.
Was
no
it hot
nothing.
and dry though? You didn't have to wipe your ass at all. You just let
Well,
it.
I didn't.
I
and
know, but I'm
couldn't.
saying, was it the kind of shit you brought
No, it
this
was
up?
a
By the
good
way?
one. No, it
So
wasn't. No,
it was like a
pretty
solid,
dry.
good and
yeah,
clean?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes it's just no muss, no fuss.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So, and you probably don't have a very hairy ass, right? So you just probably squirt it. You probably leaned over and it just kind of popped right out like an egg.
It was a big egg, though.
Big egg. Did
I was
you?
like on the second day.
Okay. Oh wow. You had.
You see what happens? You don't know this yet, but when you get older, the innards change and the chemistry change,
Sure.
and sometimes you're not as regular as you used to be. That's true. I
Okay.
heard about this when I was.
I feel like the older
And-
I get,
yeah,
the more
yeah.
regular I
Oh,
am.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's an opposite.
So far,
thing.
so good.
I think it's like a
So
Venn
I had
diagram.
one of those, and
So
I
you
had to. This was like a second day, so it was pretty large, actually.
Okay.
But it was a good one, solid and dry.
Did you?
S&D, we call
Did
it.
you-
in biz.
Did you kind of hide in the bushes, or you just
No.
kind of right on the old Appalachian Trail
No,
there?
it wasn't on the trail. I went in a little bit.
What
Cleo waited, with professional
Sure.
that
Did she pick it up
is.
for you in a bag?
No,
or like,
she's not into that.
She didn't
stuff.
scoop your poop.
No,
the
it's only
Duchess.
fair, you would think.
By the way, everyone
Yeah,
know
she
Cleo is Howard's dog, just so we know.
yeah, it's
Le-
not his,
less-
it's not his Jamaican nanny.
Yeah, or his niece, his 11-year-old niece.
My 11-year-old
Yeah.
Jamaican niece.
Yeah, exactly.
Cleo's my wonderful dog.
Yeah.
Friend of Rosie and
Oh yeah, that's
Indira.
how we all know each other.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's
dog
how we
run.
know each
yeah,
other,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
You had a place upstate?
Oh, sure.
well-
Doesn't everybody?
Well,
No, in the
I
good
think
old
I
days.
do.
Yeah, we had. It's Cleo is called the Duchess of Plum and Wing, because when she was very young, we were out at the beach, and in Wing Cottage, and then when she got a little bit older, the site of the country seat changed from out on the beach to up in the country, and that
Wait,
was
what
called
is
Wing
Wing-
Cottage.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wish we knew you guys then and had you up. So
Well,
beautiful.
Excuse me, I had no idea we were talking to such landed gentry
Oh yeah,
over
back
here.
then, back then,
I-
yeah.
But Cleo's not that old. This must have been 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't all that long ago.
No.
But
So-
it was before
yeah.
our time.
Sure. But what beach? Where?
Okay, we were at Sag, what do you
Sag
call it?
Harbor.
Harbor.
South
Sag Balls.
Bridgehampton.
Bridgehampton. So your girlfriend had a place in Bridgehampton?
Yes, Plum Cottage, historic
Plum Cottage.
19th century cottage.
Okay. I heard the place is the Pits.
Shut
Shut up. And then how
and then
far?
we moved through. Oh, you
Okay.
sorry?
How far upstate? You're going to tell me, so I'm just curious. Like how far? Like where?
But I got-
Catskills or
Right,
Adirondack?
but first, we found Cleo at the Animal Rescue Fund in East Hampton, just a mile east of the cottage. So that was
Okay. Okay.
That was, as we say in Hebrew, it was a bishert. It was meant to be. It was
mitzvah?
destined,
No,
yeah.
a bishert.
It was a mitzvah too.
Okay.
So praise all of that. But then the place upstate was in a little tiny place called Clinton Corners
Okay.
in northern Dutchess County. Not
Sure.
that far, about 2 hours.
Catskills.
Not Catskills. Hudson River Valley.
Oh, I beg your
Not-
pardon.
yeah.
The other side. Of
The other
I
side,
see.
the other side,
Okay.
on the east side. About, well, you know Rhinebeck.
Sure.
A famous town up there.
Sure.
Maybe 7 or 8 miles from Rhinebeck.
Okay. Roosevelt's town, right?
Not quite the Roosevelt, but close.
Okay.
Not far.
So I had no idea that you,
And one time,
Yep.
we went to Kinderhook.
easy.
Oh, yeah. I love that shit. And you know who was born and raised in Kinderhook? Martin Van Buren.
Martin.
The 7th president of the United States.
Okay.
And the first
mutton
president
chops.
born on American soil.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because he was born after 1781 or
Yeah,
however
when the
that goes.
grandfather. We won't go into that whole thing because you know I have a bug about that. But
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
Anyway.
Right. Huh, that's interesting. Well, listen,
it's so nice up there. I love the Hudson
I
Line.
do not like the country, for me personally.
Seriously.
And
Well, that's why you weren't before when we were talking about going out to the country and we were horsing
Yeah, I
around.
don't
by
know.
the-
I
No,
just-
it's not really.
No, it's not my thing, really. I mean, the country's
Okay, whatever.
I'm glad it's there, and,
Yes.
I'm glad people enjoy it.
Yes.
I just, I don't really get like the lakes and the, the
You
woods.
don't love
and-
that?
No.
Fields of wheat.
Fields of wheat.
Remember that?
Verdant
Remember
field,
that?
shimmering.
Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Beach, yes. Beach, yes.
Beach, yeah,
Beach
let's
for
go.
sure. Yes,
Come
let's
on,
go.
can we
Let's
do
go,
this from
everyone.
the beach?
I have a
Can we broadcast from
Yes.
the beach? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
I
yeah.
love
I don't,
Yeah.
beach,
I don't know if we could live.
Can we do it?
We
Can
may,
actually,
we may be
you
able
can do
to.
all this shit from the
It's
beach.
yeah, the reception may not be great.
Live from Kennebunkport.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wouldn't that be fun?
We could definitely film it. We could tape it and
Okay.
put it up. But
Okay.
I
That's
not
don't
the
know
same
about
as
a live
live,
because
though.
5G you need a little more upload speed than that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
tell-
why? I mean, the TV news stations and stuff. They have
We don't have a-
girls
we
and
don't-
guys
we
at
don't
the
right.
They,
What do you
they're
call
at
it?
live from
That
the
is
beach.
a great
or the-
point.
Hey,
Great
right.
point.
Yeah. Hey, where's the Brian McCarthy interview show truck?
News van.
Yeah, exactly. Who's got the chopper?
Channel 11 does
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Why
exactly.
can't we?
Well, we'll up it. Get some
you know,
investors.
a little difference in the budget,
Get
but
some
yeah.
investor. Well,
I never understood why people vacation in Maine. And I have family
not
that.
now. You don't.
Oh, easy. They'll find him. For those of you who are right.
They'll find them.
Currently-
yeah, they'll find them.
Yeah, currently there is a gunman on the loose.
Is there a manhunt?
A manhunt. Going
Yeah.
on a
Nice.
manhunt.
Yeah.
Yes, they're looking for a shooter in running around Maine. And
Oh, maybe some of the audience worldwide doesn't know about that. Yeah.
I
Is
see.
that what
Oh,
you're saying?
Ted,
I
if
mean,
you
a lot
happen
of
to s-
folks who don't.
He gets Google alerts for all
Ted, if
Would
you
you get
all
that?
mass shootings.
yeah, if you
Oh, he's on the mass shootings Google.
I like how
That's shooter.com.
I actually was listening before you got here. I was listening to the news, and they were doing a press conference with all these people from Maine, and they all sounded like they were in a Stephen King movie. I was like, oh, listen at him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
we're gonna find the shooter. He's gonna come around
Oh,
here.
really?
They
They
do
all sound
talk
like
like
Kennedys.
that. They
Yeah.
talk like
Oh yeah,
that,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's
Interesting.
more of an open mouth. Yeah,
Got you.
we've got some fentanyl traps set out here because that's what they like. They like fentanyl lollipops up here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's in that L.O. Bean store, you're not going to find him. But that store is
Well, that's
fucking
open 24 hours a day, so he might be
Just saying.
hiding in there.
He just keeps switching in his. We're checking all the sleeping bags in the L.O. Bean store. We're going to find him here. So, by the way, what a white trash shooter. He started shooting in the bowling alley.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
the details. What?
yeah, it's
what
white trash. It's
Yeah.
Okay, started in the bowling alley, then
And then
progressed to the
a local bar.
the VFW hall,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a local bar.
just before the meat raffle.
Yeah, so meat raffle. That was my nickname in high school.
Whoa!
Oh, everybody gets a ticket.
Yeah, so he was going.
Everybody wins,
Yeah,
too.
Everybody
yeah.
wins.
There's
Yeah.
no losers in my meat raffle.
All right.
Yeah, so that's how it happened.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I gotta-
It's terrible.
I gotta
It's
tell you,
crazy.
White people, there's not much we can really claim, but mass shootings, that's kind of our thing.
Kind of
Yeah.
corner the market.
White males.
Yeah, incels. We're great incels.
That's ours. White
Yeah,
males.
yeah, yeah.
Christian males.
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
I gotta
Or-
absolve my people on this
And
one.
yeah, you don't hear a lot of Jewish mass shooters.
No, not
Unless-
here.
Unless you're on the Gaza Strip.
Right, exactly.
Am I right?
I was feeding you
Yeah,
that.
thank you
so
for that.
could
You really
work that
did.
in.
Yeah.
A couple of Muslims getting into the game recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
but
not
we
like
definitely
No, definitely white Christian.
We
males.
corner-
Yeah,
we corner
you
it.
got it. You got
that's
it so far.
targeted shooting. Though.
Yeah.
I, don't, I
Yeah,
think
well-
like Muslims would go shoot up like a synagogue.
Oh, you're talking just like
I'm talking like
spiteful, just
just
personal shit.
having a bad day,
Okay.
going to the place where you hang out.
Like going postal.
yeah, going.
That's
to
what we.
shit.
That's what we used
Gotcha,
to call it.
okay,
A
okay.
disgruntled former postal worker.
Now,
Sure.
Howard, with your encyclopedic knowledge of world events and history and things like that, was there an incident where a postal worker shot and killed a bunch of people?
Probably.
Oh, but you don't know the actual like.
I can't cite it for you, but
Okay.
I think there was. I think earlier on in more innocent days
Mm-hmm.
when there weren't as many and so forth. I think there was a postal incident.
All right, I see. Now,
I can. We'll have to look that up. Maybe Adam has his.
Now-
You know the crazy thing? I know one dude that lives in Maine, and he knew, I think, 2 of the people that were shot.
I got
Oh,
shot.
that's horrible.
It's very small,
Really?
very small population.
I know one guy.
Yeah.
You know one guy in
I know
Maine?
one
And
guy
he-
that I work with, and he apparently
What?
it was like
Is
right
he from the town, from Lewisboro? Or
I guess, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
posted. He was like, "It was right in my backyard," and then I heard that he
Well-
it was people he knew.
Two-thirds
I don't know if he was fond of those people, but
two-thirds of that state are the Acadian National Forest. So like
What's the other third?
Lewiston, bowling alleys and bars, duck.
whole lobster.
Lobster.
just
Lobsterville.
lobster shacks and and
Lobsterville.
L.O. Bean stores. No, but like you get kind of off the coast of Maine, and it's like the middle of fucking. So, he could vanish into the
Yeah, that's what people are thinking.
into the
Yeah.
hills. But it's at a certain point they have like thermal cameras,
Underwear
Sure.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Underwear.
thermal
When
underwear.
it gets cold.
The ways
Right.
of tracking.
Yeah, that ways of tracking.
What do they do? They look for him for like a month, and then they're like, "All right, that's it.
That's it.
We
We'll
tried.
just let him freeze
Yeah.
to death.
You know what? He's probably really far by now.
Or a bear will get him. Or something
yeah,
like
or a
that.
moose.
Or a moose will get him.
You ever seen a moose?
I have seen a moose. They're beautiful. You don't want to see them too close up because they're
No?
not. They're not
Will they
domestic
trample you?
animals. You
You get trampled by a moose?
Well, they might want to.
They have those big
They might
antlers.
want to.
make love to you?
Yep.
Something like that.
Really?
Just get close. Not make love to you, but
Wow.
I would
You know,
not.
Is that
they're
where
make it.
curious.
moose knuckle
they're
comes from?
curious.
They're fucking huge, man. I
they're
saw
huge.
one
They're big.
They're
last
curious.
last summer. I was way upstate, and we saw a moose like in the middle of the street, and they're so big that like when you drive up, they just kind of look at you like, yeah, what?
Yeah, you're not going to do
Well,
anything.
can I ask
to
you a
it.
question though? What
Sure.
were you doing upstate? I thought you don't like the country.
I had to go pick up one of my children's from one of
from
the
camp.
camps that
Aw.
dot the landscape.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
I know.
Okay.
I remember we were there.
You had to go though, otherwise you wouldn't have gone because you don't want to. Be
Oh
in
no,
the
I don't.
country.
No.
Be outside of the city. Yeah.
Plus, I feel like if I'm in a house, I'm worried people are going to climb through the window, and you know what I mean. Like I don't like all
Yeah.
those houses make me nervous. I'm a very urban guy.
Wow.
Apparently,
Yeah, hey, you haven't gone north of fucking 96th Street or south of
no.
70.
In a while, I used to be quite well traveled. I haven't gone anyway. I haven't gone. Literally this summer, I was taking care of Billy the cat, who I love, and
Right.
we had a great. But I didn't go north of 87th Street or south of 80th Street.
I know because you and I had
4 months.
You and I had lunch yesterday.
I didn't miss anything.
And I had
Yes, we
some-
did. And
we
that
did.
was
It was a lot of
a
fun.
lovely
We had
lunch
A lot
and
of
very-
fun.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
No microphones or cameras. Just a couple
No,
of
Wow.
it's
You
just
guys
a couple.
talk off
Yeah,
mic.
bridging
off
the
mic.
generation gap.
Like a real friendship.
Oh, is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
that was?
Yes, yes.
We were bridging the
You offered your
generation.
tutelage to me.
Oh, that's
Symposium.
Yes,
It was kind of a symposium. It was like platonic.
but it was funny.
platonic.
I wanted
Oh, it
to.
was?
Oh, now
Oh,
you-
yeah.
Now that blowjob sure wasn't.
Right.
That was the most platonic blowjob I've ever had.
Wow.
Man, Howard, how dare you?
Sometimes those are the best ones.
It really is. Yeah,
So
exactly.
you can just go your separate ways.
And not only
That
does,
reminds me of the ancient Athens. How did you separate the men from the boys?
with a
And that-
crowbar.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
it's fu-
Anyway,
other than not only will Howard discreetly shit in the woods, he will also discreetly spit my cum out between two parked cars.
Sure.
So right
Oh,
on
he's a
80th
spitter,
Street.
is he?
Yeah, he's a spitter. Swallowing's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it out of
Very.
his body. Right.
extremely
He went
gay.
like this. He went poison, poison, and it just dribbled
Yeah.
out. It was funny because we had lunch.
you're one of the few people in the world I would let say that on live.
Oh, dear. You have
Mm-hmm.
Global
Sorry.
internet.
Sorry,
Oh, I-
Senator.
Yes.
Sorry, Senator. Right. Senator Howard. You know what's so funny? I don't even know your last name. You don't have to say it, but I'm saying like I don't.
He said it before. It's
Well,
I
know
don't
what
remember,
it
but
is. What is it?
I've looked it up on Facebook, but this was years ago, back in when you were on the west side.
Okay, it's just Van
I'll give you a
Buren.
hint.
No,
Historical hint.
it's
Since I
like
see that
Russian, right?
You're very familiar with the Third Reich,
Yes.
among other.
Oh boy.
Interestingly
Is it-
enough,
is your name
from
Howard
your
Hitler?
books. No, it's Schicklgruber.
Schickel
No, it's
Gruber.
Yeah, I
not.
took my
No, it's
mother's
not.
name.
That's not what you told
No,
me
that's
before.
That's-
Yeah, it's Schicklgruber.
No.
That
Wait,
was
did you
Adolf's.
change
that
it?
was Adolf's.
That
name.
was Adolf's
That was
mother's
Adolf's
name.
mother's
Okay,
name.
gotcha.
The
Because I was going to say
Schicklgrubers.
that's not what you. It was like
Oh.
No, but I'll give you.
it was a lot of vowels. I remember that.
Russian history.
Okay.
We had a distant cousin, apparently, in the family tree, who was the assassin of Tsar Nicholas II and
Okay.
his family in the Russian Revolution. And his name was Jacob or Yaakov Yurovsky.
Okay. So are you
So
Yurovsky?
when the Yurovskys got to Ellis Island,
You're Millers.
there were Smiths.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They chopped off the ski and were Yurov.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what-
You're off. Yeah.
Yeah, you're-
I remember now.
Well, you're off your rocker, that's for sure.
This fucking
Shut
guy.
up, you son of a
This
bitch.
fucking-
My card.
Oh, your card. Is it
Wow.
embossed? No.
No, it used to
Oh,
be,
that's
but now
nice.
this is
Oh,
like
I love how
This is
simple.
the
It's
staple
so-
special.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
did you
It
hand
used to
cut
be
this?
embossed.
Right. Good Lord.
Yeah, with the scissors.
Yeah. You're funny. You're like, I need that card back.
I was
So-
once traveling on the metro in Washington, D.C.
Uh-huh.
It's an anecdote
Please.
from my rich, rich and interesting life.
Go ahead.
And it was kind of late at night, I remember. It was kind of empty. But in those days, you weren't afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I look across, and on the seat across the way is a little business card like
Okay.
that. I'm curious.
Uh-oh.
So I went, guess what it said?
Blowjob coupon. No, what did it say?
It said Mr. Woodrow Wilson, 26 whatever it is, S Street, Northwest, which is the address that Wilson lived in after he was president of the United States. I thought, this is really curious.
Wait,
And
what
it
year
seemed to
was
be in-
this?
Yeah, 1930.
Well, no, it was.
Yeah.
Let's say it was 30 years ago.
Woodrow Wilson
mid-90s.
was president in the 20s.
He was president in the teens.
So this is just some kooky person that printed up
yeah,
Woodrow
but I went
Wilson.
to Wilson House
So back up for 1 second.
and I
Yeah.
said, "Is this the real thing?" And they said, "Oh my gosh, how did you?"
Yeah, but that's
Yes, it
public
is, but
knowledge.
It's not.
No, okay.
No, you know
Hold on.
why? I
Hold on.
think it's
Guys.
not. They were just being nice. Just one, because you didn't business cards, carte de visite, were not this size in those days.
they were much larger. Right.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
And they were made with Eskimo skin.
Index card.
Yeah, and
Yes.
also they were beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the most
was a
beautiful one I
naval.
ever saw.
Yeah.
I got to tell you this
Please.
while we're on the subject. We once went into there was a party. In
By the way, what
somewhere.
subject?
Subject to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Business cards?
Business
So,
cards.
go ahead, you
Carte
went
de
to-
visite. Carte de visite.
Right, you went to a party.
Speaking, went to an event at a guy's house in Heidelberg, Germany. We're
Okay.
very beautiful old
Sure.
town with the castle and everything like that. And we went in the kitchen, and above the kitchen table was in a frame was Brahms' carte de visite. Okay.
Okay.
And all it said was JOS,
Uh-huh.
Brahms. In this beautiful script, it was this big.
Right.
In this gorgeous paper. That knocked me out.
Well, what people
Brahms
would
carte
do
de visite.
in the
So beautiful.
in the olden days,
How
they
about
would they would give their card to whoever worked at
Yeah.
the house, and
Right.
they would announce them. They would
Exactly.
bring
Put
the
it on the
card,
tray.
some sort of a tray,
Put
or
it on the
or,
silver
or a
tray.
pillow,
Yeah.
perhaps even.
Can you believe Brahms'
Right.
carte de visite? That just killed me.
Now you're talking about the Brahms the candy company. It's amazing. The lozenge family. They make the lozenges.
Those guys.
Yeah, the lozenges.
The
yeah.
lozenge kings
Yeah,
of the Second Reich.
God, do you think people even have business cards anymore? Not really, right? They've gone the way of the dodo bird.
Old timers like me do.
Yeah, but even you have clearly phoned it in. I mean, you're not carrying around your. This is not a carte de visite. This
No,
is
it's
a
not
carte,
a carte de
This is a carte de shit.
I wish I had one, but I'll get one.
Well, they have things for phones where like you can put your phone by out someone else's phone,
Right.
and it like will
What do they do?
automatically. It's like a virtual. It's like
sort
a
of airdrops it
yeah.
to you.
It's like a digital business card, and it kind of.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Well, sorry. What do you want to get? Wear a top hat and have your man bring it to you, right?
Well,
by
Right.
horse and buggy.
yeah, yeah. You're
Like
up.
when you
Well,
would invite somebody to a
there's
party in the
comfort in
Gilded
that,
Age.
Yeah.
like pasta.
You're upstairs having a heroin soda, and right, your Irishman brings it up the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Mister
McCarthy,
oh,
will you
right.
bring me that card?
Mister, you're off. Mister
Yes.
Brahms, the lozenge family is here to see you. I don't. All right.
McCarthy, will you bring up that card?
All right, McCarthy, bring him up. Yes, here's a penny that'll feed your family for a month. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know, man. I had
Just saying.
yeah, no, I hear you. Well, listen, I actually would like to pose a question to you, Howard, because I always.
Another one? This
sorry.
is an interview show.
I mean, we're kind of yeah. What else are you gonna do? I mean,
What else
we're gonna
we
get
gonna
to
do?
we're gonna get to OnlyFans in a minute, but once we get
Yeah,
there,
I'm excited about
Oh,
it.
I want to hear more about that. Yeah.
Well-
I'm
Yeah.
interested in that. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, because
Okay.
this will impact not. Do you feel like the world is a much more dangerous place and a much more tumultuous place now than it was 80 years ago, or
when I was a
or-
young boy.
Yeah, when you're 80, when you were at
was
Woodrow
a boy.
Wilson High.
He was a teenager.
Yeah, when you're a teenager.
Years
He just
ago.
died, so
Right.
they named the school
yes,
after
right.
him.
Yeah. Your Halloween costume was Aristotle. So or is it because we have access to so much information, and we live in a 30-minute news cycle that we are constantly bombarded with information from all four corners of the globe, that it just seems like we are now in a more tumultuous, or have things always been as they are now?
Things have always been as they are now. My favorite is the opening paragraph of A Tale of Two Cities.
The best
by
of
Charles
times,
Dickens.
worst of times.
It was the best of times. It
Right.
was the worst of times. La 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 la. That giant pendulum swinging through that paragraph, and the guy just said it. But it doesn't mean it's exactly the same times. it's because of the cycles of transportation and communication and so on. It does seem much crazier now. It seems even crazier than it did during the Cold War, you know, when I was a kid. It does. Maybe it wasn't because the nuclear threat was there, but it does.
It's pronounced nuclear, by the way.
Nuclear threat.
Thank you very
Sorry.
much. Thank you. It's all right.
Nuclear threat. But it does seem more skittish now.
I mean, I've often
It's slippery.
yes, I've often said that if the Titanic happened tomorrow, we would hear about it for about 3 days.
And the
then-
max.
Not even exactly. Like it would come and go. That's it. I don't care. You know what I mean? So it is, and I mean, Christ.
The night before last, I guess it was.
Uh-huh.
I decided to drop out, and I was watching Seinfeld for hours.
Okay.
Then I thought, no, better check in on the news just before you go to sleep. And I thought, okay, it's going to, you know, the terrible situation in the Holy Land.
Sure.
I turned it on.
Hey,
Nope.
I like
Drop that one. Lewisboro, Maine. It's all
Right.
about Lewisboro, Maine.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to this? You know, we're going into World War III on the nope. Lewisboro,
Well,
Maine.
you share information
Well,
so quickly now that
so
you can
quickly.
from
And
the
so much.
yeah,
There's so
something's
much
going
in
on,
the world and everything.
right?
Oh, yeah, that's crazier than it was for sure.
Well, I think cable news became 24-hour news, and
Yeah.
now it's now obviously we have Twitter and this and that. I mean, I remember like they were talking about it like World War II, like something would happen, you wouldn't hear about it for a fucking
Yeah.
week.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
We're like, what was this D-Day? You know what I mean? So, which beach did you storm? Omaha.
Howard Beach.
Shut up!
Fuck yeah.
That's a
That's good.
That's a beach in
Gonna
Queens.
use
Uh-huh.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
Howard
Oh,
Beach.
see,
you
they
know
don't
about
know that.
Howard
No, I
Beach?
know about
Yeah,
Howard
we're
It's
having
your
fun.
beach.
That's my beach, brother.
I was saying that for
no.
the people.
The
gotcha.
Yurovskys were in the Pacific Theater, not in the European
That's right. Your
Theater.
father, you told me,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. With the Good Conduct Medal.
Really?
Remember that, Herbert T. Gillis? With the Good Conduct
remember Dobie
Medal.
Gillis.
That was his dad.
Okay,
He used to
great.
introduce himself. Herbert T. Gillis.
Are you
World War
serious?
II veteran with the Good Conduct Medal. Oh, it was so funny.
Oh, that's
yeah, that's
so-
classic.
Oh, I
Too
was
young. Too young.
I was
you don't
joking.
remember nothing.
Well, I know Dobie.
You don't
I know
anything.
fucking. I didn't know Dobie Gillis's father. Sorry.
Herbert T. Gillis with the Good Conduct Medal.
I know.
And I'm not talking about Korea, the
no.
big one.
Yeah. Sure. Did your father ever talk about the war or no?
No,
He
of
wouldn't?
course they didn't, and they didn't.
Right.
They didn't. If I asked him, he would tell me a little bit.
Right.
But it's amazing that generation, they did not talk about this.
Would you call them the greatest
Unbelievably-
generation?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. They came through the Depression, and then they had to go do that in WW2. Totally the greatest.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
My grandfather's in World War II, and he was in the Battle of the Bulge, and he got shrapnel on his back, and he talked about it. He would joke around about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He said
When he was drinking?
He said when he wasn't drinking. Yeah, exactly. In between sips. Actually, of all the McCarthys, my grandfather actually was not an alcoholic. I don't know how he danced.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Interesting.
What a loser. I know. He really danced between the raindrops, and you
Yeah,
know,
it sounds like it.
yeah,
Sounds
he was
like it.
he was surrounded by them. So
Yeah.
but
Your
he's
granddad, you're saying, or your great?
my grandfather. Yeah,
Your-
so
McCarthy grandfather.
McCarthy.
Okay.
Yeah, Alton.
Oh,
Alton.
he was in the
Father.
Bulge? That's no fun.
He was.
That
yeah.
wasn't fun. No.
Well,
My
he's-
dad was in Guadalcanal.
Okay.
And other shit.
But he said when he got over there, the first thing he did was he took the bullets out of his gun,
Good idea.
and then he said the only German he learned was Honda Hopem, which is hands up.
Hands up.
So
Honda Hopo.
yeah, so apparently, so he must have seen some action because he has a Purple Heart, and he actually gave me his Purple
It's
Heart.
actually Hände hoch, but it gets, in war, it gets, people have to speak more quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that in one of those many books on the Third Reich that you seem to have
Oh, by the way,
in your library
Okay, I
more
wanna-
than any other titles.
okay, that's
Yeah.
the rise and fall of, by the way. But
I know.
when that girl Otis of Fouché from last week, when she was here, she looked at my bookshelf and she goes, "Is that Mein Kampf?" And I said, "Do you think Mein Kampf would actually have a big swastika on it? That's a little on the nose,
Right.
isn't it?" Like,
Well,
no.
'cause people just associate.
At
that
least
they
she
watch,
was in the right,
She was in the
universe.
Reich.
They,
Reich
fuck
universe.
yeah. So they see American History X probably, and you're like, I don't know, Nazis, Mein Kampf. That was the book. That's it.
What a
I don't
stupid
know.
movie.
Yeah.
Which
you,
one?
thought it was, you didn't like it?
American
one was-
History X.
You didn't care
What
for
the
it?
hell's that?
Well, it's a movie shot
Is
in.
it porn?
Ed Norton. No.
No, you're thinking American History Sex.
Triple X.
Triple X,
yeah.
Triple X.
Yeah. Oh shit, I fucked that up.
No, is it interesting?
Well, okay.
What is
The
that?
movie stars Edward Norton. That doesn't mean anything to you.
Hey,
but-
Norton,
and then,
get over here.
We're gonna be millionaires. We're gonna invade Russia in the winter. Retreat, never retreat. But
Mickey Blue Eyes or whatever his fucking name is.
Boardwalk Empire, things of this nature. So okay,
Wait, American History X. seriously.
Edward Norton plays a white supremacist who
Neo-Nazi.
neo-Nazi who goes away to prison, and when he comes back out of prison, his younger brother has been indoctrinated by the same neo-Nazis. But he realizes when he's in prison, he meets a hilarious young black man.
Oh yeah, and they do laundry together.
He realizes when they're in the pokey together and he gets raped by the other Nazis.
Isn't Stacy Keach like
Oh, wow.
head of the Nazis?
So
he
he's
makes a
cleared- Stacy Keach was the head of the
great
Nazis?
head Nazi.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet he was. I bet he enjoyed that.
And as a
role.
real stretch, Elliot Gould plays the Jew.
Oh, that's right.
Who would have thought? Elliot Gould's like, "Where's my makeup?" They're like, "You don't need makeup.
You
You're
don't
fine."
even need any. You
Yeah.
don't need, like,
What-
the nose that what's his name got. To
He's
play
like, "What's
Bernstein?"
my wardrobe? You know, wear whatever you're gonna wear. You're fine.
just-
We got it,
Yeah,
Elliot."
you're good.
There's a scene where they're all at the dinner table, and Elliot Gould is fucking Ed Norton's mother, who's her husband was a cop and he
Right.
died, and I know a lot about this movie,
Yes,
but
I haven't
sure
seen
do.
this in years.
but they're at the dinner table, and Edward Norton, he was pretty jacked, he still looked like a fucking nerd, but he's shaved head and he's got these big muscles, and he just takes his shirt off at the table, and he's got a giant swastika
Pack.
Oh, that's nice.
tattoo. But then he also had a Tweety bird. You know what I mean? Because
Aw,
you never
so
just
he
get
was-
one. You never
Yeah,
get one
one-
tattoo.
you don't?
No, you always get a couple. So you
But
got
do
to.
they have to balance each
Yeah,
other
well,
off?
I mean, he shows you not
Tweety
such a,
bird and
not such a bad guy. You know what I mean? So he's just wanted to let people. Anyway, so that movie.
Isn't that with the line where he says "not welcome" or something?
Yeah.
right.
He goes,
that's
"No."
where that's
Yeah.
where that line comes in, though.
Yes.
You see that?
Yeah,
Means not welcome.
How did I
Elliot.
miss this?
And then
what decade are we talking about?
And
here?
the mother was Beverly D'Angelo, if you know who that is. But and then I remember Elliot Gould turns to the mother and goes, "You've got more problems here than I can imagine. Goodbye, I'm leaving here. All I need to see is a check, please."
She was the Jewish mother,
Check.
Beverly
Could you imagine
D'Angelo.
he doesn't take to the camera and goes, "Check, please."
Great.
Oh man, they got to do a reboot, a funny reboot.
Let's do a remake of that.
Right.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
American
it.
History Triple X.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah.
It's a living. You're like, what is happening? Is this the Flintstones?
But in the movie, Ed Norton in the movie, it's in the middle of the night and he's sleeping with his hot white supremacist girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
And they're sleeping and he wakes up and he hears some noise and there's blacks that are breaking in and stealing his car. And he goes out with his gun and he shoots one in the back as he's running away. And the other one, he says, "Put your mouth on the curb." And he stomps his face into the curb. And he goes,
Is he acquitted on self-defense?
"Ah, no,
or
he
was
didn't
tried,
quit at
or-
all. He stayed there through the whole thing. What was that?
yeah, he really followed through.
Yeah,
actually.
no. Well, they don't go through the trial.
We don't have the
Yeah.
system of justice on
No,
that one.
they
It
don't
just
go-
Not
happened.
so much.
They don't. But he went for not very long though. I mean,
I'm
when
sure he went to the dentist.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's yeah. Now that's what I call an overbite.
Whoa.
Right. All of a sudden, Elliot Gould drives
Ed
by.
Norton, DDS.
Right. Elliot Gould drives by and goes, "I know a chiropractor."
Was this a big hit? Was this something
It was a big
one
movie. It
should
was a big
know?
movie. What year? What
What year are we?
Probably
what
90.
decade
Hold on,
are we
I'll tell you.
talking
Probably
about?
97. I'm going to guess
You think?
97.
Not that
Yep.
long. Well,
I haven't seen
now
it
it's ancient
since
history, right?
around
As we were
there.
talking
It was
25 years ago, is ancient history.
right, but he goes to
1998.
98. Okay, so he goes to prison, and when he's in prison, he finds the other white supremacists. But then he realizes pretty early on that even though he's a real Nazi, a dyed-in-the-wool Nazi, the other ones are dealing drugs to the black. He realizes it's all full of shit. And then one day
Wow,
he's
he had an
folding
epiphany.
laundry with this young black guy who's wisecracking with his young wisecracking guy. And he realizes that we all bleed red, man. That kind of thing.
Sure
and then
do.
the Nazis don't let the Nazis,
Who
the,
that?
the gnocchis,
The
that
gnocchi.
are covered in
Those are
potato.
my guys.
Right.
Oh.
The other Nazis see him being friends with the black guy,
Oh, no,
and they rape him in the laundry room.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what you do, right?
Right,
I
right.
love that when it's like when somebody betrays you,
So
you rape them.
Right. Right.
They didn't kill him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's funny in the director's cut. Elliot Gould walked in the laundry room and he goes, "I'm here to get my shirts. Yeah, I'll come back."
That little Jewish humor.
Yeah, little
in there,
Jewish humor,
ironic
yeah.
Jewish
Did you call
humor.
51?
Paul, I want to see my face. I was in. So anyway, so
Okay.
that's the movie.
So that's American
Yes,
History
so
X.
that's American
Great
History X.
movie.
Yeah,
Great
I mean,
movie.
maybe I have to
I thought it
see
was
it.
good, but I
Well,
also
you-
haven't seen it since probably 2001.
It
so
doesn't
I
age
was-
well.
Well, you
I was-
were young when you saw
Yeah,
it.
that was about when I graduated high school. So maybe it didn't. Maybe I would think it's
Your
stupid
mind
now.
wasn't fully formed
Yeah.
yet. You know,
Yeah.
and
still.
then a
I
young,
was a Nazi for years though because of that.
years
Are you
up
retired?
until like a week and a half ago.
Turns out it was
You
just a
dropped it?
phase.
It
It was
turns
a
out
phase. It was a
Yeah.
phase.
He said brown shirts made it look short, so he got rid of the whole
Yep.
uniform. Ernest Rahm, leader
Vertical
of-
stripes.
Uh-huh.
Romwear.
Yes.
It used to be called Romwear.
It doesn't age well. I mean,
No.
it's you know what
No?
I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's a little preachy and it's black and white. It's-
Sure.
you
Was
know.
it black and white?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember that.
American History X
Wait,
was
wait.
black and white. It's good.
You
No.
guys, just like Schindler's List.
Powerful.
Oh fuck, bro.
Powerful.
Just like Schindler's List. Oh my god, yo. Are you
How do I
looking?
not?
Are you
how do I
looking it
not
up?
remember that? I don't know. I just now I want to see a clip
It's
because
in black and white. That's
Yes.
I
that's
missed
good. That's
that.
refreshing.
Well, because it's about black and white people.
Oh, I
you guys are
get
fucking
it. Oh, I
racist,
get
man.
it.
Wow,
you
I
guys
didn't
are
get the
it.
symbolism.
man.
wow, that's
I
deep.
didn't realize I was sitting at Woodrow Wilson High School. Woodrow Wilson, he liked the KKK. Did you know that?
I do, but
He-
that's not how I see Wilson.
What do you
I'm
mean?
a defender of Wilson.
Well, what you mean the old man that didn't like Dennis the Menace?
Yeah.
Okay. You like
No, I think Wilson was,
good
I mean,
president, just of its
well,
time.
He's of his time and all of that, but he was also pretty good domestically overall. But more importantly, I mean, he was kind of like.
Go ahead.
I know this sounds naive and stuff, but I still hold on to some of this.
Go ahead.
He was kind of like a shining beacon, and let's have
Was-
a League of Nations.
He started
and
the League of
let's try
Nations.
to really put the war thing behind and all that crap.
Right.
It's a mixed bag, I know, but I mean, there weren't many like that, and he's one of them.
I
So I
see.
think it's extremely unfair that the woke,
Oh, woke. Look at you.
hysteria
Oh yeah, we were
swept
just
by-
talking
yeah.
before
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
woke mind
yeah.
virus.
Yeah, it's a
I
woke
think
mind
the
virus.
mind virus has done some injustice to Wilson, taking his name off the School of International
that's why-
Relations at Princeton.
That's why I stopped
Come
giving money to
on.
Princeton. I stopped. I minute they did that. I know. What do they
Good
call
for
it?
you.
What do they call it now? The Zulu what? Well, you
School
know,
of
it's
International
very difficult to. Here's the thing.
Sorry, I don't
like,
buy that.
I do really get it when if I was black and I looked at like the founding fathers, I kind of be like, all these fucking guys had slaves, and even like with
Right.
Washington, they're like, Washington freed his slaves when he died. All right, well, he could have done it when he was alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but
then-
no, that's woke mind virus.
Well, listen, sounds like I caught it, man. Sounds like I
He
caught.
could have not freed his
WNV.
slaves
Oh, what do you, I see what you're
and
saying.
passed them down to his nephew or whoever
His
inherited
nephew?
his thing. I think
Why
it's-
his
I think
nephew?
it's-
Didn't
wasn't
he have
there a-
kids?
Something about
hold on,
Washington.
hold on.
She had children, and I don't know.
Was that a second wife? Betsy Ross? Am I fucking this up? Did he marry Sacagawea?
the guy with the wooden teeth? We discussed this
Oh,
before
sure.
the program.
Hey, wooden teeth.
That's what
But-
Howard's going to go as him
if he
for
was-
Halloween.
If you,
I'm
yeah,
thinking of going as
right,
Washington.
you have the teeth for
I want
it.
to see him in a wig.
Yeah, exactly. Right. 7 years ago. You're like, that's the wrong president.
Not really. You could probably get away with that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the kids would say like, "Wow,
Yeah.
what a great speech Washington made."
yeah,
that
people have,
7 years.
people have
ago.
no idea. I know.
No idea, not a clue.
Well, you know, it's wild.
You know what's the best? The
What?
guy from
Go ahead. Michael Richards?
yeah, Richards plus the guy who does the interview, the guy on the street interviews from Fox.
Oh, I don't know.
You ever see him?
No.
And he asked folks, like
Greg Gutfeld?
what was who. What did Lincoln do? And they'll
Oh.
say, who's the first president? And all
Oh,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's wow.
Nobody, yeah. No, there's remember the
Once
man,
you go out in the street,
remember the Man Show? Great. It was actually really
Yeah,
this
yeah.
guy Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla had something on Comedy Central called the Man Show, and they did a bit where they set up a table and they had to
Oh, you're talking about women's
yeah,
suffrage?
and they had
Oh, that was hilarious.
and they had people signing a
And
petition
the suffrage.
to end women's suffrage.
Love-
Yeah.
women suffering, yeah.
hilarious.
And people were
that's
signing.
wonderful.
And then this like woman
That's
comes up
brilliant.
as a woman signing, and the woman goes,
She's like,
these,
"Wait a minute."
these white men are trying to. And Jimmy Kimmel goes, "What color are you?" It's very funny.
Yeah.
So
that was
Yeah,
a very
well.
funny bit.
yeah, but people don't know. People don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
People
endless
don't know. People don't know.
suffrage.
And look, life, I mean,
ahead.
especially human life, is full of contradiction. It's full of contradiction. For example,
Go
if
ahead.
I may,
please.
this is the one that I use because Martin Luther King, everybody bows down and so on. And he did a fantastic job what he did. He was also a philanderer. He was also, what do you call it, like Joe Biden. He
Like Joe Biden.
Yeah, he lifted speeches and stuff like that.
Oh,
I mean, he
yeah, yeah.
plagiarized his
Sure.
doctoral dissertation. But
Right.
you don't look at King and say, yeah, that's what he was. No, he's king because he was king.
Sure.
Wagner, my favorite example.
Ride of the Valkyries.
Right?
Right. Didn't like the Jews.
Hated the Jews.
Sure.
But he wrote this unbelievable, fantastic music. One of the great masters.
Not on My
one of the
Lawn.
geniuses.
That was one of his famous
Not on
one
My
that he
Lawn.
wrote. One of his famous symphonies.
Get
Not on
off
My Lawn.
my lawn.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Christmas. God damn it.
Damn kids in the rap music.
Yeah. So
Nobody's
I mean,
perfect.
yeah. I mean, I hear you. I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard to apply perspectives to anybody's. I mean,
It's woke mind virus.
It's all. Oh God! Stop saying that.
WMV, baby.
WMVs everywhere.
Yeah, they're
Everything's
coming for you.
Everything's wet paint. You look
That's
at
why
it.
I got my shot last week, the booster,
You got the booster
against
Yeah.
woke mind virus.
Maybe
luck.
making me have thoughts of transitioning.
Would you?
To
Yeah.
what?
A real,
I
a
mean,
real
not
boy.
gender-wise.
Decepticon. I don't
Yeah,
know.
A human. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
to
a real
a
boy.
Homo
Yeah,
sapiens.
a real boy.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, Adam doesn't have emotions.
I bleed
Right.
antifreeze.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, it's like wet paint. You look at something and it's very shiny. You touch it and it streaks. You know what I mean? Like that's what everything's.
I like that.
Yeah. Well, that's what you can have it.
Did you?
Yes. I don't know. I know.
That's good.
I saw
I mean,
that.
something you can relate
we
to.
got a comment here that
Oh.
I think leads us into our next
ahead.
Segment?
topic, which Broccoli says, is this guy a sex worker?
Oh.
Oh, you see, that is a relevant question.
Where I heard somewhere, probably a message board, that you would like to do an OnlyFans. You would like to become a hunk.
Well,
Wait
let's
a
OnlyFans
minute.
hunk.
let's
How
back,
did that get out?
let's back up for 1 second.
I don't know.
What is that doing on the internet?
No, you said it earlier.
Oh, I
we were
did.
joking about it.
We were but that was
Yeah.
before the mics.
Someone's
went on.
got a pretty high.
No, I think
no,
it was
what-
during. I think it was during.
Was it during the show?
We said we could talk about OnlyFans and
So let's
I
back
said
up.
I'd like to talk
Let's
about
back
that.
up
I
for-
didn't say
okay.
I wanted to sign
oh,
up.
oh, oh.
Whenever you're ready, I can talk.
Sorry.
Well,
So
it was a
Hirsch,
joke. You joked.
This
about
guy
it.
wants to say something.
Whenever.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yesterday, you and I had lunch.
Yes, we did.
And we talked about many different things.
Yes,
but
we did.
one of the things that we discussed was, for example, you didn't know what OnlyFans was.
No, I seriously didn't know.
Right.
I'm sorry. I
So,
know. I'm
okay.
old. I'm an
It's all
old
right.
guy.
No,
I
no,
don't
no. It's
know.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, listen, Ruby, what's her name? It
But
doesn't
I was
stop her.
interested, though.
The idea. So, and Howard is looking to some revenue streams.
Yeah.
And we had discussed yesterday, in very broad terms, the idea of creating an OnlyFans page for you.
Exactly.
Where you would, and this sounds very self-serving, you would have sex with hot young girls, and people would pay money to watch you do it online. But you would never. But then from here, then we have to get into sort of the minutia of it, because do they see your face? Is there a storyline? Is there
We'll
Right.
work that out.
And then
we can negotiate all
and then
of that.
Adam was
Do you give them a Werther's original?
right
Before
yeah.
you.
Are you
Oh, that's
are you wrapped?
penetrate.
Are
Oh,
you,
that's adorable.
Yeah,
are
I
you
love
wrapped in an
Werther's
Afghan? Right. Yeah.
An
yeah,
Afghan?
Yeah. You know, like one of those like
Whatever.
old, yeah, like an old blanket. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right.
you guys-
I think a quilt.
Yes. A quilt. Yeah.
quilt?
Quilt,
Yeah,
yes.
Right. So anyway.
So what do you think? I don't know.
Hold on for
I'm-
one. Okay.
Is
but-
this doable?
well, here's the
Totally.
thing. Adam was telling me about what are they called? The Viagra men.
Oh, okay. So it's the Blue Pill Men. So they're. I've stumbled across them a couple of times because they've done
Today.
They've done this afternoon because I mean everything in porn. It's if you're like into a specific lady, and then you pull up all the scenes that they've done, and there's this girl named Jenna Fox, very cute, and they did a scene with her. So I stumbled across the Blue Pill Men, who are these, I think, retired guys. Maybe they live in Arizona or Florida, but they really play up the we're elderly.
Would it be possible to show Howard?
100%.
Okay. So
I mean, I can't
Are
put
you
it on the
allowed to
screen,
put
but
this on
no, but
the,
I'll just on my.
internet?
Yeah, we'll show you for a minute. It's okay.
I
So-
can pull up on my phone and show you. I can't.
So-
put it
So
on
the
here
blue pill man,
because-
this is like what I'm talking about.
Well, yes and no.
I joined
It's-
the blue pill man.
It's just,
Well, no, we would start our own.
I don't think
Oh, we do our own?
they're not auditioning. I think they probably have their own
No,
little
no,
thing.
no.
They
It's
have
not
their
like the
own
Blue
club?
Man Group. It's not the Blue
the
Man
Blue
Group.
Man Group. I always
Yeah, they're
thought
not like a
those were-
theater company like Steppenwolf or something. Yeah, no. But I do think that, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't really know about the Blue Pill Men, but is it like a membership thing or they have an OnlyFans?
I think it's like a production company, like
Okay.
Bang. It may be like a offshoot
Like a
of
MILF
like
Hunter
Brazzers or
or
something
a
like that.
Cabin Stabbing or
So-
something?
Yeah,
So where do I
exactly.
fit in?
Well,
this?
we're just
I don't
saying that
get
they're-
this.
We're getting there.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Sorry.
All I'm
jumping
saying,
ahead.
all I'm saying to you is that the idea that it's not such an outrageous idea.
Okay, so
No.
these are the. Do you want to check it out?
Just show
check
him,
out the
just
blue pill. So that's I don't know what his name is, but she's where. But,
Probably-
And so she is like his nurse in this scene.
She's
and,
she's an actor.
an actress. Yeah.
Now you're
Actress.
shy.
Yeah, I think she went to Stella Adler.
Right.
Classically trained, and then she.
Well, there's a lot of
and then
competition.
there's him with his pecker. And,
Yeah.
But
So these are
He's
scripted.
not wearing a prophylactic.
No, you're not going to wear rubber, buddy. Don't worry about
no,
it.
but I mean, and then there he's like on his jitterbug phone, and he's calling his friend because he's like, I need backup. I can't
Hey,
finish the job.
I can't finish.
But they wear like the big blue blockers, sunglasses. They really
Yeah.
play up the
Yeah,
whole.
they
whole
lean
guy.
into it. That's what they say. They lean
Oh, I
into the
see. I
gimmick.
get
Shoot all their scenes at
That's
4
funny.
p.m.
So
Yeah,
how do they do it? Is it a big thing?
Oh, he knows about
They
it.
do quite. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
well, he
stumbled
knows
across.
about all this
let me
stuff.
look up Blue Pill. Let me see if there's like a actual site. I've seen them on like Pornhub and stuff.
So all I'm saying to you is the idea that you could have an OnlyFans or do something like that. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I'm saying
Why
like
would
there.
it be right?
That's what I'm saying. Like there
Something
is
for everybody,
There's
as we said.
It is a genre. I don't.
It's a genre.
Yeah. So
It's a niche.
Right. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a Bang Bros thing.
Okay.
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Oh God! Don't even.
Bang Bros. I mean, imagine like it's it's
Put-
NBC. It's
Yeah,
it's a
Oh, it's a
big
production
It's a
company?
big production company
Yeah.
in porn.
It's like a brand that they have.
they would be like,
Go ahead.
I don't know what would be the fucking what's
I-
Rupert Murdoch.
Fox.
Yeah,
So
you
this
know.
is one of their niches. Within
Something
the
like well, it's one of their
Bambros
like brands.
organization.
It's one of their
Yeah.
lar- brands.
Blue Pill
Yeah, the
Group.
Blue
Blue
Pill
Pill
Men.
Men.
So
That's funny.
so- yeah, that's what they do.
So
for,
that's a possibility.
so will you please show just to show them OnlyFans, just show them the concept of it.
Sure. Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
the
I mean,
only
if I pull it up,
that,
there's
now
not-
that's separate
Oh,
from the
I have
kind
a-
of thing we're just discussing.
Well, okay, so
Separate from the Bambro.
what I'm saying is that OnlyFans is where you would create an account, okay, and you could call like I don't know, Horny Hollywood Howard or something.
Yeah.
And then you have yourself there, and you make a little page, and you have a little bio, whatever it is, constitutional lawyer. That always gets people's panties dropping,
That's true.
And you kind of get into it, and then you would have sex, whatever your proclivity would be. What
Yeah.
have sex with women or whatever. You need like paperwork a little bit. You need to, you need.
Yeah.
There are some hoops you have to jump
So
through.
I logged into mine, and you can scroll through. There's all these different gals that you can join, and basically, you
they're
click
like-
on one that you could subscribe for free. Like this one she's got a little introductory one, but then also she sells scenes for $20.
Yeah, there's kind of two like revenue streams for OnlyFans. It's either like $20 a month and you get access to like people's content, or
Right.
it's free, and then from there the people sell it a la carte. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. So that's what it is.
So this is a business.
it's huge.
probably
it is
huge.
It is how I was telling.
Which way would you go? Which way should we go?
Oh, you.
This way or the
I would do the-
Bambro
I would do the
company?
unprecedented thing of giving it away for free and then not charging your again. Just do it all for free. Sponsorship
Mm-hmm.
brought to you by Brahms Candy. No, but it's the kind of like I was telling Howard yesterday at lunch. Wasn't there like a girl that was on like a Disney show, and when she turned 18, she did a OnlyFans. And she made like $9 million in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there have
Wow.
been many like that Bad Baby, the Cash Me Outside girl, like who is just basically on Dr. Phil,
Right.
being like,
But she was like 14.
yeah, and
14?
But then once she hit 18,
when she hit 18,
she
she's
did it,
legal,
and she
yeah.
made like millions
Yes. So
right away.
No
Yeah.
condom.
Yeah, Howard's very hung up on the idea he has to wear a condom.
It's a generational thing that we discussed yesterday.
He won't have to. No.
I mean, I think with only like you got to do all the tests and shit.
It's
so.
easy. It's called an AIM test.
AIM, right?
That's
AIM.
it. Yeah. That's all you do. By the way,
American
Yeah,
Indian
you fucking
movement.
aim right from between the legs.
Yeah, what aim?
why don't you come in my mouth? I can taste disease.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that,
Brian
is that
will
the
su-
test?
Brian gets suss you out. He gargles
Yeah,
your
gargle your
jism and-
cum. Oh yeah, that's AIDS.
No, but my this is. Can I tell you my vision for this? Because
Yeah.
we were joking
No,
about this. Is
yeah,
my
no,
vision.
this is
Okay,
no-
so
it's
yes,
serious.
there is sort of that market, the sort of blue pill men, older, younger, granddaddy thing, right? But you know how like male escorts,
Yes.
how there's like companionship and how it's like a lot of times like a gigolo or something like that. It's more based on companionship and who you are as a
now we're
person.
talk-
And
yes.
now Howard, he's a very learned man. He's the kind of
Okay.
guy that could
Yeah.
escort a distinguished
Yeah.
widower
A dowager.
to a ball.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or
Now
a,
you're
or
ta-
a benefit or
You've
something.
got it exactly right.
So
When do we start fucking?
That's it.
I mean,
That's
I
it.
feel like with women, they kind
no,
they
no.
kind of want to get to know you.
Right.
more.
No,
Okay,
that's
but-
it. Now, so how do we get into that niche?
So, but
Has
this
that
is where it
niche
all
been
this is where it all comes.
internetized?
Well, not since Midnight Cowboy, the movie Midnight
Oh,
Cowboy.
that's real
No, but we're
fast.
talking about
No. Okay, so but
No, that's
here's
it.
here's
That's
where it all
exactly
comes
it.
together.
Companion.
Here's where it all comes together. On OnlyFans, a big part of it is like they text with you. You can pay money to like message or whatever. And so with Howard, he would be like real romantic. He could be nasty too, but he'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah, but-
Scarlett, how I've longed for your
Okay,
touch."
couple of things. Number one, Howard wants to get laid, so there's that.
It'll lead to that too.
You bet-
It's
okay.
I'm just talking diversifying.
I understand, but what?
But is
we're
there a
we're
place-
doing that too.
Is there a place within this giant realm that we can go to plug into this niche?
To young women,
No,
plug into their
to companion.
right,
escort
Yeah, I
type
don't know if
guys.
it would work, but
As
it's
the-
a
Why wouldn't it
harebrained
work?
idea.
No, it's not harebrained at all.
As the only one sitting here who does have a fair amount of experience in the adult entertainment industry, what I would say is just to listen. Every journey starts with one step.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you get your OnlyFans page up and running,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
then
Handsome Howard.
and then we could reach out to other content providers, and what you
Yup.
do is you trade scenes with people. And I think
Yup.
the premise is you keep it as close to reality as possible. It's very hard to lie when you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
we start out and we say, I'm Hollywood Howard. I'm a man of certain age, blah, blah, blah. I've decided in the, let's be honest, the autumn of my years, that I want to get as much pussy as I can. Join me on my gash-filled trip through the
Yeah.
open legs of Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and, Staten Island. And then...
Yeah, let's no, all five boroughs.
Yeah, all five boroughs, but not Jersey. Ugh.
No, not Jersey. All
But,
five boroughs.
Like, I would not be surprised if even because here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And all of these girls, like, you would swap content. Like you could maybe even fuck Joanna Angel. I don't. If it's
Who's that?
Maybe.
she's got covered in tattoos. She's on the show. She's very gorgeous. Yeah, not Jewish girl too.
I never
oh,
get
yeah,
invited.
hey.
I never get invited when these guys are on the
How
show.
many microphones do you think we have?
Well,
Well,
yeah,
you know, I
'cause
was
we
talking
can't-
about a second. Bring Tim. But how about
you would have
Why don't
shared.
I
We
get
well,
invited when
listen, man, if
Joanna
we want to
Angel's
get
on?
so maybe this is what I think a great first step would be. Let's have next time we have like an OnlyFans girl on.
Yes.
We'll also have Howard.
Thank you.
And then she can kind of advise.
Right.
and then we
but-
can see how.
But
this
just don't
yeah.
blow it. Don't be weird. Don't talk about Woodrow Wilson. Or
No,
woke,
no.
woke news. Come on.
But I mean, we
No,
you
not
know,
on that. No, I'll go with the flow. Of
we
that
were just talking about
conversation. No.
Ruby Lynn, who we had on, and then we had her on MLC recently. She got into this at age 50.
Yep.
See,
She's now 50, or she got in at 53. She's now 57.
see, it's never
So
too
it's never
late.
too late.
No,
It's never
not
too
in
late.
America. That's
And
what
she's-
this is all about.
And she's making money.
She's doing
doing
well.
it. She's
Okay.
doing,
She's doing
well.
well.
Like, I mean, I don't really know what, but she's.
but you have to have an agent. Like you can have.
You
the
don't
agent
need an
this
agent.
for
No,
me.
you don't.
I
You-
can't do
no.
this business myself.
well,
I don't want to
we,
do that.
We can. Look,
I don't know about PayPal.
Look,
and
we
this
will.
and that.
We
no
will.
way.
We will help
I have to have
you.
an agent.
We will help you. You got to wet our beak a little bit.
Let
but
me
we-
ask you this, though, in all
You
seriousness.
need a pimp.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's where Brian and I come
If
from.
you guys will do
But-
that, I'm
but
glad
would
to
you,
pay. I don't care.
Joking aside,
All
said,
seriousness aside.
if we said we had a girl, she wants to do her, a scene with you, do you really think you would be up? I mean, we got all this equipment, we're lighting.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
All that stuff.
That doesn't-
Do you think you'd be able to perform and make love to a 27-year-old girl?
Yeah, I think sure.
Okay. On camera.
Why, was there a question?
Do you
Excuse me.
Are you a premature ejaculator? How long
No.
can you last?
No.
you
Well,
suppose?
I'm not the longest lasting in the world.
I
but
mean, can you
can
give me
go-
20 minutes?
Oh, sure, easy.
20
Okay.
minutes. What are we shooting?
That's
Ben,
a long.
What are we shooting?
Wait,
Ben Hur?
Lawrence
My
Arabia?
God.
Box set.
That's a.
Yeah.
We could loop some
That's an
and
awful
do a
long-
reverse.
Yeah.
We
What
do
kind of
reverse
what kind of
angles.
pop shot you looking for from Howard? Yeah, right.
Pepsi?
Yeah. Fucking.
Welch's grape or something.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we.
I knew I was in the right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys will.
This
handle
feels right.
This
you want
feels
to get
right.
into adult. You got to kind of. Here's the only thing. This is the biggest thing. Is a lot of these girls, they do a lot of the
Now
stuff
what?
themselves. So it's like you don't even have a smartphone. You got.
What do you mean they do the stuff?
They do a lot of the content. Sort of. They do a lot of this stuff themselves.
The
What do you
only
mean they do a lot of the stuff?
okay. What he means
stuff
is
themselves?
that he means that the girls create their own content by holding the camera up.
Or they
But-
at least like he wouldn't be able to get on OnlyFans because you don't have.
You
like
need a fucking
you need
smartphone,
you
dude.
need to kind of get with the time.
a little bit.
Yeah,
You got to get rid of
Quite
that.
a bit.
What?
You got to get rid of
I
the
have to
flip phone.
upgrade
you got a
phone?
flip phone.
At least-
Yeah, but
yes.
if you, that's what you guys. I have my agents, my
No,
pimps.
no, I'm
you
not-
guys
but I-
do that.
Well,
I
see, I mean, I
don't
guess
do
I
that.
could take a percentage, but it
Yeah.
would have to be going.
I'm the
I can't.
talent. I don't bother with
Your
that
phone's gonna be
shit.
blowing up so much. I can't field all those calls. You kidding me? I got a full time. It's a full time job running your dick. You know what I mean? Like,
So we'll get a.
we
we'll
need
get
money to rent
We'll have
a
money.
room
and we'll
at the
get
La
a, We'll
Quinta.
get a.
Yeah.
We'll get a. What do you call
Listen,
those things? We'll
the-
get a phone.
the way that this
Okay.
would work.
A smartphone.
Okay, let's just look at the trajectory of this. The way this would work is we have a girl on the show, a content creator for OnlyFans. She's on the show. She agrees to do a scene with you, not like right now, but then either she shoots you with her stuff, okay, and then you're kind of on her OnlyFans, so you're
Yeah,
like
we would
talent.
swap, kind of.
Right,
Why do
and
we
then
have
you
to swap?
well, then,
Why don't we-
yeah, you're already
See,
a pain
this
in
is
the
already
ass.
not going great.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go with the flow, baby.
Go ahead.
Just us, baby.
Hey, come on, sweetheart.
All
Gotta
right,
make you
whatever way you
stop.
say it.
I need
make
you to
you
yeah.
stop.
You
Make
shave-
me stop.
I want you to shave your balls down real nice.
Oh, that
Good
thing.
daddy. I want to see my face in your scroti. So what I'm saying to you is like we had the girl on the show. We talk about it, and then you two coordinate. This is kind of where the iPhone 4 comes into play. And
Right.
you would, and then she would say, "Okay, this is my address, blah blah blah, Willoughby Street, Brooklyn, New York, whatever." You then go there, okay, and then from there you are basically like you fuck or whatever you do there. You do the thing there.
And who's shooting that?
Well, they do.
They'll handle the production.
Who's they? Her people.
Yeah.
her people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want to
Not
say
you.
herpy.
Not
Herpes.
you. Her
Herpes.
peeps. Her peeps.
Her people.
Not you.
Well, I mean, if
we're
we
not-
were,
no.
maybe in the future, once you kind
We're
of
just-
get your
she would
feet
come to
wet,
us.
I would
She
produce.
could
Yeah, we
come
could
to us,
produce
and
your
then we should.
content.
All
Yeah,
right.
we
Listen,
would want
I
to
don't-
try it out on somebody
Yeah.
else's
You got-
court
time
first.
You
Yeah,
have to
okay.
run before you walk, or walk
Gotta
before
run-
you
yeah.
walk
You
before
have
you
to
run.
run
Right.
before you- yeah, okay.
So
we'd be dipping a toe in.
yeah,
All right.
seeing how you do. And,
Okay.
even,
How you
and the
do.
great thing is even if it doesn't work out or whatever it is, she'll still get the content. Like, and they'll know what to do. Like, I mean, I know I've said Joanna Angel, but like, she would know if we said to her, okay, you need, because she needs to make content. That's what she does. We said, okay, this is our buddy Howard. He wants to get in the business. He wants to get in the game. What do you think?
Okay, but
business.
we want to look
Son,
for.
are you in the business?
You'd have to look for girls who are of any age who are interested in, mature gentlemen.
No, it doesn't matter. This is
Distinguished.
it doesn't matter if they're interested
You
in
don't
mature
want to
gentlemen.
niche it like that?
Well, if they're interested in shooting with
Yeah,
the mature
content
gentlemen,
content providers. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Okay, but there's got to be a niche where the female says, yeah, I like older
Listen,
guys or whatever.
it's called
yeah. Well,
acting.
it's less of I like older guys.
It
It's
isn't?
more of there's a
market?
demand
There's-
for
there's
it.
a
on
market.
my-
That's-
yeah.
But
Just-
we agree that there's a market for that.
I think there could be. Yeah.
There's something
I
for
like
Isn't
it.
there?
I listen. When I saw Blue Pill Men, I was like, "This is cool."
Although I did
I
once,
liked it.
I did once watch gay porn. It was a bunch of old guys and they were all blowing each other, and that was pretty gross. It was like a bunch of like
Well,
old bald
okay,
guys,
well,
Yeah, but
that
this is
didn't work.
if it's a young hot lady that you're into, then
or young hot guys blowing each other.
yeah,
that's true.
or
All right,
whatever
all
you're
right.
into. Yeah.
But
All
there's already a segment out there in this internet universe.
There's a
who's
market share.
interested
There's
in,
listen,
market
Howard.
share,
We talked
yeah.
about this.
Market
There is
share.
something for everybody.
Exactly.
There
Of
are.
course there is.
Are you asking me do I think there are 5,000 people on the planet Earth that would pay $20 a month to watch you fuck 4 different girls a month? Sure. You know what I mean? That's all you need.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's
probably
definitely
5 million people.
just even the
50
novelty,
million.
because you're dipping into the novelty of
The
it
novelty,
too.
the
So you gotta
novelty.
come up with like a name.
Would
like,
you call this the freak show aspect, perhaps? Would you?
It's a little freak show.
Yeah.
It's a little freak show,
is?
but it's
We're just kidding.
Really?
You're very hot. Don't worry.
It's
We're joking.
novel.
Oh, come
It's
on. That's not
novelty.
nice.
it's
No.
novelty.
Just because the Addams family are behind us.
it's a
or-
fetish.
It is?
Yeah.
But people would also want
Is
to
it
be.
really?
People would want to be on the journey with you. It's to not
Transference
to
and
not
stuff?
acknowledge your age, and also here's the charming thing: your age and your inexperience. It's the dichotomy of your character which makes it compelling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
So the idea that you, like I said, in the ninth inning, let's be candid, of your life, you're
wait a
now-
minute, give me a break.
okay, eighth inning.
Okay.
You've now decided
Who knows,
that
but-
this is a way that you want to do this thing, but you got to come in here and just have like no reservations.
Yeah.
And just go with the flow. You can't come in and be like, whatever.
Can I take a Quaalude before?
See, you're already joking around
You're already
here.
fucking it up.
You're already fucking it
Yeah.
up.
No, you want to be lucid. You want to be.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm lucid on
You want to be in the
I'm
moment.
lucid on
I
those.
doubt it.
maybe
Oh,
maybe
no.
We don't want you drooling. Though
No.
that
No
could add to
no,
it.
no drool.
This isn't called raping old Jews. You know
Right.
what I mean? But maybe
No
a
no
glass of
drooling.
White Zinfandel, perhaps.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Let's start with a nice Chardonnay
Okay, all right.
from a box.
No Chardonnay. I hate
Yeah.
that stuff.
No. Yeah.
So I can have a glass of wine. How about a
Sure,
brandy?
Absolutely. Yeah.
A
I think so.
brandy?
I think
Yeah,
a brandy.
I like something
Nice
stronger.
snifter.
yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
schnapps we call it in English. Schnapps.
All right. Well, again,
Alcohol is 12.5.
I'm
I
worried.
need something like 40%.
I'm worried that
Like
you're
a brandy.
All right.
No, I'm not joking.
Okay.
That'll really
Well, I can tell you
mellows
what.
me more
I think
than
what
a
we'll
glass
we'll
of
do
wine.
is we will try to set up a podcast where we meet
okay,
a
then we
lady.
can discuss. about this.
Here's what we're
and
going to
she
do.
can advise.
We will reach out to Lainey, and
Yeah.
we'll
Is that
sort
the
of
Jewish girl?
yeah, but
No.
don't mention it to her. She does not like
Oh,
that.
she's not?
No,
No.
She's the publicist for the
yes.
gal.
She's the woman.
She's the publicist.
She's our publicist.
She's
for,
not the Jewish gal.
Well, she's Jewish,
Talent.
but
She's
that,
Jewish, yeah.
and I mean,
No, but the talent girl.
no, she's not the town. She's the pub. She's,
Oh, she's the
the
publicist.
She's the one that gets us our guests on
Is
the show.
that the girl who ran for mayor who I was talking with?
No, that's Stacey Pressman.
That is Stacey.
All right.
Though she went.
Is she involved in any of that?
I think at this point she's probably. I don't know.
She
I-
might
think
do it.
she'd
She
be
might
up-
do a
Hey,
scene.
you
Would
guys,
she be
wait.
open for that?
That would ruin her political career.
Not necessarily. It could
yeah, you're
enhance
right.
it.
You're right. Yeah.
Why? It could enhance it.
Political suicide.
Yeah, and,
No.
talk about failing before you start.
Why?
I'm just come on. You really think if although didn't they? Wasn't there that Italian porn star in the '80s, Cicciolone or somebody? and
Yes,
she ran for.
huge.
Yeah, you remember?
She
you
was a
lived
member
there.
of the Italian Parliament.
Yeah.
Cicciolone.
But that's in Italy. You can do, they're like that.
Yeah,
Here
hey.
it's not.
Hey.
Yeah,
Uh,
Cicciolini.
okay.
Cicciolini. I
Something
think
like
her
that.
name
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
This is
All
way
right.
before you were born.
Yeah.
I remember though, and I'm not
Bunga
gonna-
bunga.
Yeah, bunga
Hey, we're
bunga.
gonna, let's say hi to some folks, and then we'll get.
Yeah, okay, we'll jump
We're
over.
gonna get
Sorry, yes.
really.
We're
But
gonna
thanks
say-
for all of that. That's
You're welcome.
Of course, that was your
To be
consultation.
continued.
Yeah.
TBC.
Hello to Paul Roberts.
Hello, Paul
Hello to
Roberts.
Gustav.
Mucho gusto.
Paul says chaps.
Hello, geezer.
Let's see. Any
Farting.
other?
Oh, thank you. Excuse me.
Thank you. I feel better.
That was an
now.
Ozempic fart.
That was. Is that
Paul
what that
says.
do?
Paul says he spits. What a rookie. He's talking about.
Me.
Yeah, he's talking
Hey.
about you and you're not swallowing.
Yeah.
Hey.
Broccoli said is this guy a sex worker? That was what.
Oh, we-
I mean,
James
we've
O'Sullivan
We've already
says.
determined that.
James says, "Can you tell Howard to drink with his left hand? When he drinks with his right hand, it obscures the lip mug connection.
Oh.
That's what I want to see."
Okay,
Yeah.
here.
See?
So it's starting already.
James, if you
But these were boys, not girls, though.
Nah, you know, hey,
No,
listen.
but James wants to watch.
labels.
Oh,
labels.
right. That's
Hello
audience.
to
He's an audience.
Matthew says Hollywood pegging.
Yep.
Hollywood what?
Key says,
You might have to get fucked in the ass. We'll talk about that later.
"Are you okay with like a broomstick in the tuchus?" Okay.
Won't do it.
Won't do it. Okay,
There's
we'll
certain
put that on
things
your
I
note list.
won't
A
do.
broomstick
That's-
in the tuck with a Halloween thought?
I'm just trying to, the tuckus.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
You can pick that up at Ricky's.
A broomstick
in
on
the
your
tuchus.
tuchus. La, la, la.
Key
No.
says Howard can last 20 minutes because it takes 19 for him to get it up.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
That's a wise guy thing to say.
Yeah.
Would you? Let's do this for 1 second. Have you ever? I don't think you have. But you ever done Cialis or Viagra or anything
No.
like that? Have you ever felt like you needed it?
No.
Because my erections have gotten really spongy. Anyway, enough about me. Keep going.
But I guess Paul is Ted.
Oh.
He said it's me, Ted.
Oh, hi,
but
Ted.
he's also
Where are you,
Paul.
Paul? Oh, boy.
I don't know. It says Paul when he
like-
went on.
Okay.
On
Well,
here.
hi,
Let's
Ted.
see.
Paul.
He says get that juicy hog out, Howard.
You have a big cock?
It's pretty
What are you
good.
packing,
it's
erect?
pretty- yeah,
What do you
it's
got?
Is it girthy?
It has some girth.
All right.
Nice.
Can,
Hey.
can
You're
I ask
cut,
this
right?
question
You're
again,
cut?
though? Yo,
What?
of course.
Okay, sweet. Love
I'm a
it.
Jew.
Go ahead. What's your
Yeah.
question?
Go ahead.
There, any girls listen to this program?
Well, I don't. Unless Paul has another name, I don't know what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Are we role playing?
Lucinda.
These
Yeah.
all sound like boys' names.
Yeah,
Not that
well,
there's
yeah,
anything
it's-
wrong with that.
Here's the
There's-
thing.
There's gals that
This
watch.
is-
They're just not commenting.
They don't. Boys comment more.
This is
readily
the
than
live.
girls,
This
yeah.
is the live YouTube. It's
Yeah.
it's a little more. These are the guys, but there are some girls here and there. But they
Sure.
usually don't talk. They're
They
usually
don't
too
talk.
busy. They're too
What are
busy.
they doing?
They're too busy masturbating.
Yeah, they're probably
us.
flicking
Oh
their
my
beans.
God.
Yeah,
You
they're-
think
yeah.
so?
They're sitting in a puddle of twat juice.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't.
Colorful
imagine.
language.
They probably shorted out their laptops.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
probably at the
Adorable.
Genius Bar trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
get all that squirt out of
Yeah.
their
That's
their
adorable.
MacBook.
Yeah, they've already had a babies and everything. We
Sure.
pushed through. Anyway, yeah. So anybody else or
All right. No, that was it.
Okay.
Let's. Anything you want to plug?
Howard?
Wow. After all that, what can
Yeah.
I say? Wait a minute. Plug.
What? No, you don't have anything.
What do
It's
I
fine.
want to plug?
You want to plug young girls for $10 a
Oh,
month?
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what.
So
We'll skip
yeah.
it.
I tell you,
We've already done enough business on this
so
segment of the show.
we'll jump over to the Patreon, but I do want to say before that we are going to work before maybe like in the next 6 weeks. Okay, so try to stay alive. For the next 6 weeks, we are going to get a girl over here. But here's the thing:
Yeah.
you kind of like. Are you okay with a hairy girl? Remember, like a Lucy Sunflower?
Oh, that
she
that,
did
that.
express interest in shooting with an older man. She's very cute. Very cute.
If she's
Yeah.
very cute, yeah,
just
but
fuzzy.
She's
She's
Latina,
fuzzy.
right? I believe she's Latina.
She's
yeah.
Ewok.
She's not that
She's an
fuzzy.
Ewok?
She's
Dude,
not that fuzzy.
indigenous
She has a
person?
huge hairy pussy.
He was
How
around
do
in the
you know
70s.
that?
He's good. He's good with it.
Because I did research. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it.
She
Yeah.
told-
I mean,
In the interview, you mean?
And by the way,
interview.
I'm not speaking out of turn. If you
Free
look
interview.
if you look up Lucy Sunflower and her scenes, her calling card is she is her sweet, Harry.
Yeah.
I got
Anyway,
it.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So my point is
She's
like
got a great name.
we're gonna move.
Is that her stage name? I guess.
Yeah.
Is that her
Yes.
real name? Pretty
No,
sure.
yes.
It's such a
Her
beautiful
real
name.
name is Yusef. Oh, she could be your granddaughter. There
Yeah.
we go.
No,
Lucy
but that
Yusef.
doesn't. Yeah, we can't do that.
Oh, mine papa, for me you are so wonderful.
Incest.
Yep.
No, but you could be like
don't know if
step grandpa.
Step grandpa. Oh.
Clever,
Yeah.
clever.
Let's talk to
Step
the-
grandpa.
Yeah, her
All right.
widowed
No blood. No blood.
But
grandmother.
relation.
But
Yeah,
again,
that's
married
fine.
you.
You
All
have
right.
to be like
Like Woody Allen and what's that girl's name?
Sunyi.
Yeah.
Sunyi.
Hero. Here's what you need to do, though. You just have to say yes and. You can't be contrary. Just got to go with it. So
I understand.
Okay,
with it.
go with that. Because you're our girl now.
I'm the talent.
We're pimping
Yeah.
you out now.
We are.
That's
Yeah.
it. And I will.
You
You
open
will.
the floodgates.
You,
Whatever
wanna-
you say goes.
You will eat my shoe if you fuck with this. Don't fuck with my money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Daddy,
Don't be
fucking with your
I need
money,
shrimps for
shit.
dinner. I like shrimp.
Cece got to get paid.
Hello. Don't you hold back from me.
We're just gonna be hanging out at the donut shop
Yeah.
while you're out there peddling
Right.
that ass.
I know.
Yeah, where is that? Where you're gonna hang out? Okay.
Yeah. We're
I
gonna
don't
hang
care.
out-
Wherever
Probably
you are.
Peter Pan in Greenpoint.
Yeah, we give
Good
you like
donuts.
a smartphone, but it's tethered to us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's
like
a chain
long
on it
line.
like the
Right,
bank
chain,
pens.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us
We'll
know.
try.
Let us know you're done with this
Like
hairy
you said,
girl.
one step at a time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
gonna take a little massaging to get going.
But once we get going, listen, we don't have that much time. So once we
Right.
get going, we'll get going. So we gotta really. It is a short growing season. Let's just put it
Yeah.
that way. So, but this could turn into a legitimate fiduciary enterprise for you.
Sure.
So let's see what happens.
Legitimate fiduciary enterprise is
Okay.
good.
Remember all the socials. Brian M Show. We're on TikTok now. Whatever that's fucking worth.
Yeah, share the clips.
Yeah, Brian M Show. It's all over the background here. But if you're listening, just Brian M Show Instagram. Brian M Show on TikTok. Don't touch the thing. Thank you. Buddy.
Oh, sorry.
It makes it buzz.
Right.
And then of course Hollywood Howard, who's not on any social media. So
Not
right,
true.
So if you have a
Wait.
what?
Well,
Go ahead.
If I may correct the
Please.
record, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
on Instagram.
But how do we find you on Instagram?
And I'm on Twitter.
Well, what is
And
your
is
name?
it Howard? You're off. You're
At probably my name. Yeah, Howard.
At probably your
At
name.
probably
spell it.
my
Spell
name.
your
No.
last name.
It's right there.
Look
Oh.
on the card.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Got
you
it.
have to
Got
say
it.
it apparently.
Yeah, you say it.
What a fucking diva.
You say
Howard Yourow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a stage name.
Howard Euro.
Enough of that anti-Semitism.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know you're definitely on Facebook because I think
I am on
friended
Facebook,
you.
but I'm also on Twitter. X. See, I caught up.
You're on X.
I'm on X, formerly known
wow.
as Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Did they carry you over from Twitter to X automatically?
Yes.
Then I'm
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
going to come in handy when we're
Yeah, and
promoting your.
Instagram for whatever reason. I don't know.
Elon Musk has thought of everything. So
I'm going to
we're-
talk to that guy.
Yeah.
He may be interested in what we're talking about here.
He's
Getting
down
in on
for-
the ground floor.
Well,
he's a fucking weirdo.
I have an X,
Daddy fans.
Yeah.
I have an X account.
Okay.
He could be part of
Sure.
it.
Well, he needs all the. He should go around and start calling you guys because it's fucking falling apart over there.
Yeah.
Hello, Howard. This is Elon Musk.
Do a little focus.
Come on
group.
over. We'll
Yeah.
talk.
Hello.
We'll
Right.
take him to
This is
lunch.
Elon.
Take him to lunch.
This is Elon.
Exactly. Yeah. This is,
But most importantly, patreon.com/Brian McCarthy.
join the Patreon.
Join it,
We
baby.
need the numbers. For reasons I can't get into.
We have our quarterlies coming up,
yeah,
so
I-
we don't want to have to prop the numbers up like Enron.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Oh, the quarterlies are coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's-
I may have to move some things around.
Yeah, I
So
know.
don't wanna have to
I
do
saw we
that.
like
No, you don't wanna
lost
do
somebody on Patreon and bummed me out, and then we gained
There's
somebody.
new people all the time, though.
I know,
Well,
but we
yeah.
want
Yeah.
more new people, and
Yeah.
there's so much fucking content over there. And on that note, we're gonna go over there. So thank
Yep.
you for listening. Enjoy everything. We'll see you next week, and